What's going on, good people? This your boy Berto, your host of 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Folks, if this is your first time to the platform, I welcome you. And in welcoming you, I ask that you please hit that share, like, and subscribe button. Folks, great question that I'm about to read off by Ev Glaze from Twitter. Tremendous work that Ev does for the Falcoholic, or all throughout Twitter. Also, always comes out with these great questions, great thoughts. So much respect to you and the work that you do, Ev. So thank you for dropping this. So I'm gonna just throw in my hat in there and just give my 2 cents on this also. But his question goes like this: here's a sports debate question to all of Falcons Twitter. Of course, there's a bunch of discourse over Desmond Ridder. Some want a superstar quarterback and don't think he is that. My question is, how good does Ridder really need to be to make this offense top 10, and why? So, off rip, I don't think that we need Desmond Ridder to be a superstar. I think he just needs to follow his course of action, what he has been doing in college, and try to translate that the best that he could into the NFL world, and that's winning games. He won a ton of games for Cincinnati. His last year, he showed that efficiency, throwing for over 3,300 yards, 30 touchdowns, 8 INTs, completed over 64% of his passes, or 65% of his passes. I think that's what Ridder needs to continue to do and build off of. He doesn't genuinely or realistically need to be a superstar right off the rip. But I know that him playing a premium position, if he showcases anything less than that, then the analysts and critics are gonna just tear him apart. Just be the game manager that you have been, and what you're gonna continue to be in this NFL world. I think that he's coming into a great situation, being paired with Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith only had him showcased for 4 games, and while he had a QB rating of over 80%. And didn't throw for any INTs. It showed what he could potentially be for this offense. Now, with all the welcoming pieces that we've added to this offense, Desmond just needs to just stick to doing what he does best, being accurate, making timely throws, accurate throws, being a game manager. I don't think he needs to do anything spectacular. Let's make a quick comparison. Arthur Smith, when he came to Tennessee, he was a tight end coach in 2019. He was elevated to an OC in 2020. So he had Ryan Tannehill to work with. That year, Ryan Tannehill bolstered one of his best statistical years, throwing for over 33 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken, 8 touchdowns, over 3,800 yards passed, completed 69% of his passes. So that right there, Arthur Smith had a game plan in place for Tannehill to do and make the best reads possible in those game situations. Ridder just needs to follow that same trajectory now that he's going to be a full-time starter in year 1. So I know Arthur Smith is going to help out a lot in that sense. And Desmond Ridder, again, I stress it, does not need to be a superstar. Just needs to make the right reads, the correct throws, and be the game manager that he's always been. What he has to do to make this offense a top 10. Again, I think it just goes back to him making all the right decisions at the line of scrimmage, sticking to the play call, but also being ballsy enough to make some changes if need be. He is the leader of the clubhouse. He is the quarterback, so sure, he's allowed to make those. But I think in order to orchestrate a top 10 offense, I think a lot of it's going to fall on Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith has plenty of toys to play with in his offense this year. Bijan Robinson being drafted, Drake London being here still, a returning Kyle Pitts who should return to form from his 2021 year, which saw him break all sorts of records for tight end, had over 1,000 yards. So I know a lot of that had to do with Matt Ryan. But Desmond Ridder, he's an accurate passer, thrower in his own right, and he does very well throwing on the run. So it's all how Arthur Smith execute the plan or puts a plan in place for it to be executed week in and week out. The run game I know is going to be heavily relied on, so that's another piece that can get us to a top echelon type offense, and I have confidence that it can be with that, especially drafting do-it-all running back Bijan Robinson 8th overall. paired with Tyler Algier, who broke, rookie records last year in his own right, rushing for over 1,000 yards or 1,036 yards last year. Also, CP still on the staff, so there's a lot of arsenal in this offense that Desmond Ridder can complement and help this offense definitely be a top 10 offense in this league. So I have good faith in that. I have good trust in what Arthur Smith and what Desmond Ridder can display. So to the question, man, I don't think Desmond Ridder needs to be a superstar QB in any sort of way. Just be the clock manager, the game manager that you're known to be. Just revert back to the years of Cincy and translate that into the NFL. And with Arthur Smith's help, I think these two guys can make some magic in his first full year as NFL starting quarterback. But those are my quick thoughts on that. Ev, I appreciate the question. I wasn't directed at anybody. It was just kind of for everybody. So I decided to jump on and give my quick 2 cents about it, man. Hope this video finds you well. And thank you again. And to everybody, it's your boy Berto, your host of 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Drop those comments. Share your thoughts, please. Let me know if you think that Desmond Ridder has to outright be a superstar off the gate, or should he just take a different path, the path of his college years, being a game manager and just a flat-out winner. This is your boy Berto, your host of 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Drop those comments. Hope to hear from y'all soon. Peace.